like my bitch with a henna tat. Assalamu alaikum.
What's up everyone, it's Earth Roamer, and I'm just sitting here in Islamabad, Pakistan, at my hostel slash hotel, just chilling, not doing much, thinking about how many times I've been asked about the United States specifically, and how so many people here want to move to the United States and are attempting to move there because they have this idea that it's some sort of paradise that they want to experience, or really just live in and leave Pakistan and go live the American dream, which doesn't exist. So this video is called the Western World, and it's not what you think it is, basically, is the point being made in this video. Well, I live in the Western world. I've lived in the United States all my life, and I have the experience of living there to be able to tell you it's not what you think it is, and that can mean so many different things. And where to begin on this? I mean, yes, the quality of the United States and Western countries might be better. There might be like more freedoms and whatnot in those countries, and you might have this delusion that life is just going to be paradise once you get there, and that's really not the case, especially if you're going alone. I will say that again, especially if you want to live in the United States and you're not bringing your, for example, Pakistan wife with you and kids, it will not be a pleasant experience. Typical day in the Western world goes something like this. You wake up, you probably are single because Western women are completely insane and are impossible to deal with nowadays, and only want the top tier of 5% of men. So most guys in the United States are single. They work a job that they don't like. I mean, that's probably the same here, but you have something in Pakistan that you don't have here, or that you don't have in the United States, and that is a community of open-minded people that are willing to be your friend and are willing to just treat you like a human. In the United States, you don't really make any friends after you turn 21, and if you do, you're pretty lucky. All your friends come from middle school and high school. People in the United States kind of have their own circles of friends, and they don't really allow people into those circles very easily. And if you're just traveling there to live, especially by yourself, like I've said, you're probably going to wind up finding that you're going to be alone almost all the time, because there's no community in the United States anymore. Maybe in the 1950s and 60s there was a sense of community and a sense of connection. Not anymore. Most people are clout chasers, and most people are kind of just in things for themselves, and you'll feel it in the atmosphere if you go to the United States. This is how people, you go into, let's say, like a large gathering of people. This is people. So they just got their walls up, and they're what I mean by walls is it's hard to break through the walls of people. And I've heard before that it's hard to break through the walls of Pakistan women, which I'm not experienced in talking to Pakistan women for obvious reasons. You just don't go talk to them really in this country. But the Western world's lost a lot of its values that came from, like, Christianity, for example. Christianity, the core values of like family and just living for other people are really gone in the Western world. In countries like this where people are Muslim, they still hold on to their like values very well, and you can see that there's still a lot of family values here, and just open-mindedness. Maybe not necessarily when it comes to like religion and whatnot, but just, you can go eat, for example, somewhere. I could go walk down the road here and go eat at a restaurant, and I guarantee you I'd make 3 friends on the way there or at the restaurant. That's never happened in the United States. You don't just walk to places and make friends, or go to restaurants and make friends. Everybody is in their own circle, and that's the biggest reason why your delusion, you probably have a delusion of the Western world and what it's really like. As far as the quality of living and everything goes, it's better, but I mean, is that really worth just going to live on the other side of the world just for a better quality? I don't think so, in my opinion. You know, some of the women in the Western world, or the women, have more rights, of course, but it's actually kind of is a big reason why why the United States society has been torn apart, is because like women have really been pedestalized in the United States, and they pretty much lead their men in the relationships, and they just control pretty much everything now, and would rather depend on the state as their lover than their significant other. So if you want to go to the United States and you're already married and or have kids, that's a different story, especially if you know what you want to do. There's a lot of people here, not only from Pakistan but from Iran, that want to go live in the United States, and they've worked like so hard to get their, like, maybe their bachelor's and their master's degree, and now they have the opportunity to go do their PhD in the United States through all their hard work. I mean, if it's what you're really set on, then go for it. But I think for a lot of people, they're in for a different reality when they arrive to somewhere like the United States. A world of isolation and anxiety and depression. That's what I experience most of the time in the United States. And I would way rather spend my time in a place like this, where there's an open community and people come together and they have fun, and they don't put up these walls and just push away other people and have the worst fucking attitudes ever, just snobby ass attitudes in the United States. You don't get that here. It feels like you're almost in like the 1960s America when you're here. The United States, the Western world. Think critically before you go there, or spend years of your life being able to obtain citizenship of the United States. This video is mainly geared towards Pakistani citizens, or really any citizens of a third world country. I love traveling to Muslim countries more than anywhere, because just the values and everything are just so much better. I've really become attracted to Middle Eastern countries and spending my time there. But anyways, this is a video about the Western world, and I am trying to break down your illusions of the Western world and what you think it is, and show you what it really is. That is all. Thank you.